Hello, everyone. As you can tell, we haven't done this in a while. I'm still pressing the go live button, but I think I'm done. In any case, I am Teresa Lawrence, President and Executive Director of the Trueness Project, and I'm here with my fabulous co-host, Emmanuel Sananka. Please introduce yourself, young man.
Thank you so much. My name is Emmanuel Sananka from the Trueness Project, the Community Outreach and Projects Coordinator, the Trueness Project. And I'm so glad to be your co-host today.
So there we have it. All right, people, this is the Flutterverse 2.0 update. And a lot has happened since our initial Flutter around the globe. Last year's Flutter was spectacular. I want to say thank you for everybody that took part in it. And it was a worldwide event. And the event in Jackson was fabulous. And for you guys, if you want to learn about it, Emmanuel has posted on our comments our documentary that we created from last year. And the event last year started at the Maasai village. And I don't know if you know, but Emmanuel is Maasai. And it really went from the Maasai village all around the world. And then it got to Jackson, and it was spectacular. We had so much fun. So since then, what has happened? And so my question is, what hasn't happened? Emmanuel, do you have any recollection of our vast and amazing year since last June?
Oh, yes. Yes, we had an amazing year, and it was so incredible to have. It was a blessing to have Teresa in Kenya, and as a Trueness Project, we really had a very big fun here in Kenya, and all has been well for us as a Trueness Project. And I have some collection of the pictorials and videos we took last year, September, on her when she came to Kenya, and it was so fabulous. And I hope you will all enjoy to see the amazing video.
Yes, but wait 1 second. I just want to share with you all that in September, I went and I'm calling my visits, my diplomacy. I'm calling it butterfly diplomacy. Everywhere I go, the Flutterverse comes with me. There is something disarming about dressing people up as a butterfly, and it's fun, and we always have fun. And so last September, I had the pleasure and the honor of visiting Emmanuel's family. And before he shows those videos, I have to tell you what happened, because for me, it was off the charts amazing. They did not tell me what was going to happen. And so I arrived because I wanted to visit. I wanted to learn how to do beading. And do you know how difficult it is to make these beautiful necklaces? I mean, these beautiful bracelets and necklaces. It takes hours. So I wanted to visit them. I wanted to experience the beading. Well, I got there, and his family, the women in the family, took me into their dark home. Everything was dark. And it was like their house. It was the Maasai tribe hut. And then I went into the back room, and his mother looks at me, and then she sits me down on the bed. The next thing I know, clothes are flying everywhere. This is all true. This is a true experience. And what happened was I walked in as a Muzingo, right? A white woman, and I came out as a Maasai woman. They dressed me up in a traditional Maasai outfit. I loved it. I walked out, and I was just like, I couldn't believe what was happening to me. It was so magical. So, Emmanuel, now you can share from your perspective what happened.
Now you can have a video of you can. You can see Teresa dressed like a Maasai woman. that was the dark room she was taken, and that is my mom's house, and
It was so much fun that after that, I decided that everyone from all over the world must visit the Maasai village. They must visit Emmanuel's family. The next thing you know, you will be Maasai. And we danced and danced and danced. And so they gave me the gift of Maasai. And then after that, I gave them the gift of the Flutter. It was phenomenal. And so, Emmanuel, if you want to share what happened next. Oh, it was beautiful butterfly
yeah,
diplomacy. I loved it. I love your family, Emmanuel. We had so much fun. And for anyone who wants to go visit Kenya and have a genuine experience with the Maasai tribe, get a hold of Emmanuel. You can visit his family. You'll learn how to bead, which is I would not make a very good Maasai woman. It was extremely difficult for me to even do like a few strands, but they were very, very nice to me. So I'm deeply grateful for Emmanuel and his family for that incredible experience. So we did that. We've done so many things this year. Um, what else happened that trip? I don't know. So many things happened. It will all come up. We didn't script this because we've all been so busy putting the Flutterverse 2.0 together. But I wanted to give you an update of what we have been doing. And my last trip to Kenya, when was it, Emmanuel? Was it March? When was it?
it was February.
Okay,
February.
so once a year, I like to do a mastermind with everybody on the Trueness Project team, and we all go somewhere together. And it was really joyous and really fabulous. We went to a place called Treetops Resort. Am I right, Emmanuel? I think it's
Yes,
Treetops
yes.
Resort.
We took
But
Suzette, yeah.
but it is the place that Queen Elizabeth got crowned. And it's this beautiful, beautiful, amazing hotel. And outside, they have this huge pond. And the animals, and I mean all the animals, show up at that pond. But what was so fun is Emmanuel, describe what the rooms are like and what the amenities are that you get at Treetops, which were just fabulous.
Uh, Treetop is a very good place to be, and especially even it being in Kenya, it was my first time to visit it, and courtesy of the Trueness Project, and I really had this amazing experience where, while at the comfort of your room, you are able to just view wildlife or the wild animals come and drink water that is under where we were staying. Treetops is just an amazing place where there was this time that an elephant came when all of us were sleeping, and I was still awake, and I was all over the place trying to wake up everyone and to make sure that they are able to see the beautiful animal around. And when it was around, that is taking some salt and minerals around, and it was a very good, beautiful view. And I guess I have a picture
You
of.
have a picture, but I want to share with you. So in those rooms, they have bells. This is the fun part of this story. They have different bell for each animal, and I forgot the number of bells for the elephant. But Emmanuel was awake, and it's nighttime. It's like after midnight, and the elephant is showing up. I actually have pictures of the elephant where I am so close to the elephant. I thought it was going to decide to come my way, and I was getting a little scared. But Emmanuel heard the bells, and then he went downstairs, and then he sent off messages to everybody, and everybody came down at a different time, and so we all had the beautiful experience of sharing time with that elephant. I mean, Treetops is phenomenal. You are just right there with the animals all the time, and so that was a lot of fun. And that happened in March when we had our Trueness Project Mastermind Retreat. It was an incredible experience because we plotted. Ooh, more pictures! You are on fire, Emmanuel. Look at you! I love it. That's how close they were. I mean, it was really, really amazing. And then at that retreat, this is my update. We decided, what we wanted to do in Kenya, in Nepal, and in other countries throughout the world. And so I want to share with you. There are so many things that happen, and this is actually not the book that I gave out, but this is Russell Brunson's copy of Think and Grow Rich. I have given out all of my copies of the Think and Grow. Do you have yours, Emmanuel, anywhere there?
Yes, yes. The copies
Well,
you
you
brought, I
have.
have. Yes, I have a different one, but I have my Think and Grow Rich copy here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
one of the missions of the Trueness Project is to teach transformational leadership and wealth consciousness. And of course, our key book for the series, for our mentorship series, is Think and Grow Rich. And one of the amazing things that happened between the visit in September to the visit in March is that the Trueness Project signed a mutual order of understanding with the Kenyan Library, with the Kenyan National Library Services. And as part of that agreement, the Trueness Project is allowed to send massive amounts of books to the Kenyan National Library and not pay tax. Paying taxes is a huge deal when you try to give books away in Kenya, and so that took away a huge obstacle. And with partnership with the Napoleon Hill Foundation, we were able to send 500 copies of Think and Grow Rich to the Kenyan National Library. Um, and from there, those books are being distributed to, I believe it's 62 county libraries. And we were also able to donate some of those leadership books to various schools throughout Kenya. It was incredible. So that happened. And then this is the best thing I think we've done in since I started doing things in Kenya. Because if our mission is to teach transformational leadership, um, and we're holding to our word, we want to teach it, and then we want to empower leaders to share their authentic truth, because the nonprofit is all about living in truth and authenticity. And so we partnered with the Kareri Girls School. Yes, we did. Emmanuel was there.
Yes.
um, and I'll let you share about the book launch in a second, but I want to tell them what we did. And so we took, yes, is that the Kareri Girls book? Yes. Okay, but we're not there yet, but keep that picture there, or take it off and then we'll get to it. Um, and so we partnered with the Kareri Girls School. They a fabulous partnership. It's an incredible school, with great leadership. And we had them read Think and Grow Rich. And then we asked the school to pick 18 leaders of girls to write chapters in a leadership book. And the principal of the school wrote a chapter, and so did one of the head teachers. And then we put that book together into Leading Forward, Kareri Girls' Leadership Journey. This book, I read it, and I was so proud of those girls. I was so proud of the Trueness Project, because each one of those stories was genuine and each one was different. It was a different example of leadership. And we didn't edit the words. We kept them as the girls wrote them. And it's a beautiful example of where you start your leadership journey, how your thoughts change, and all of these girls are true leaders. They have different styles and different opinions, but they were able to share their stories, and the Trueness Project was able to put them together and present it to the world. And it's a best-selling book. It has bestseller status. And in was it February? I keep forgetting. So many things have happened. I have no idea what day it is. I'm finally home. I've been traveling for like 6 months. But we had book launch in Kenya, and it was timed at the same time as the 60th anniversary of the Kareri Girls School, and it was a beautiful celebration and a beautiful book launch. And that book is selling. It is fabulous. And then the Trueness Project. Yes, there we are. That's the cake. They had a cake that looked exactly like the book. I have to tell you, that was so fun. And that's the cabinet secretary of education that's with us there. It was an incredible experience, absolutely incredible experience. I'm deeply grateful to Edna Kungwana for helping us put that together, and to Principal Tabitha for hosting us and for letting us share in this beautiful project with them. It was such a beautiful experience, and the to finish that off, which really made my heart sing. Now you can go back to the picture of the library. um, we were able to donate 200 copies of the girls' book to the Kenyan National Library Services, and it is now available online. And all of those girls have an opportunity to go to the library and take out their book. They have an opportunity to go and set up talks about their experience in writing the book and reading Think and Grow Rich. So it was simply a beautiful experience, and that's just some of the things that we've done in Kenya in the past year. We continue to donate to schools, and I'm just very pleased with what's going on in Kenya. So, Emmanuel, please tell our valiant viewers your experience at book launch, and your experience with the Turners Project up to now.
Thank you so much. I must
You
say
can go,
that
yes. You can feature yourself if possible. Maybe I can do
yes,
it. I'm
yeah.
going to feature you completely. I'm new at this stuff, people. Oh, that's me. I'm not going to feature me. Hi, me.
Okay. Hopefully everyone is able to hear me and to listen. Uh, so the Tunes project has been doing an amazing work here in Kenya, and especially having the young girls putting their stories in one document that has become a very very good book, and it is now a very good picture that even all of us can tell our story. Because if you want the world to know your story, you're gonna share it with the world. So it was a very beautiful experience to have these young girls sharing their stories, sharing where they have come from, and now they can even dream big because they are now young butterflies. And our main goal as a Trueness project is to give dreams wings so that they can be beautiful and become an amazing butterfly. Uh, a dream can be ugly and can be confusing at the start, but when you have the right mentorship, the right knowledge, then now you can make a very good a person in the future or an individual that is required in this country. Again, the Tunas project have been impacting so many lives in Kenya, especially in Kibera and so many other places. Even the Maasai women, now we are envisioning to have them even be able to access the global market by selling their artworks and be able to also change their lives through the initiative. So again, as a person, I'm able to develop that urge of even serving more, even impacting lives, and as well, it has been a whole journey of transformation to me. Having met Teresa, she has been walking me through a lot of mentorship and a lot of coaching, and here I am today. Now I'm ready to go back and give back to the society, and as well make sure we change as many lives as we can to
As you can
be
see.
great leaders.
Yes, thank you, Emmanuel. You can tell I'm having fun with the StreamYard. I haven't done this in since the last Flutterverse. And so here I am learning new skills. It's fantastic. Now I want to share with you what's going on with the Flutterverse 2.0 because Emmanuel is going to co-host these with me all along because Emmanuel is in charge of what's going on in Kenya for the Flutterverse. And so I don't know if you want to share all, but if you have an idea of the vision of what will happen in Kenya on Saturday, June 28th, how the butterflies will emerge and share peace and joy throughout the world because they're flying from Kenya. We're going all the way back here. So
Yes.
do tell the vision.
Okay. It will be a big day to us as a Trueness project all over the world. And again, it will be a big day here in Kenya because in Masai Mara, we'll be having a gathering with the young people and also people from around where we'll be able to come together and even have a butterfly tournament where we have the young, talented people showing their skills and their ability, and we'll be able to award them and as well be able to share a word of peace with them and encourage the societies and the people that we can come together and be a society that is full of beautiful dreams and all of us can fly if we work together.
I love that.
So
Now, when you say tournament, what sort of tournament?
it will be a soccer tournament where we have
Excellent. See, I want the world to know that
yes,
that will be part of the butterfly event in Kenya,
yes,
and
that is a
then
soccer. Yeah.
and there will be several events throughout Kenya. The Kibera slums will be having an event, and we're just so proud of the work we're doing in Kibera, and we'll have Samuel on one of these updates. But there's really so much to update. So thank you, Emmanuel, for that. I'm going to have Paul and Sonia on to discuss what's going on in Nepal as part of the Flutterverse 2.0. They're not here today. We'll do that at another time. But I want to segue, and let me see what I can do here because now I want to tell you guys another thing that happened during the course of the evolution of the year. The Trueness Project does work in Kenya, Nepal, and we're picking other countries to work with. We just had a beautiful diplomatic mission to Egypt. We're going to send leadership books into Egypt. We're even working on translating Think and Grow Rich with the Napoleon Hill Foundation into Arabic so that it can go out throughout the Arab speaking world. And but I want to go back to Nepal. Paul and Sonia aren't here, but I have to tell you, in March, I left um, Jackson Hole and I went on an adventure of a lifetime. I had no idea what it took to hike up to 16,400 feet. We were originally set to go to base camp in Nepal. And I call these trips that I invite everybody on philanthropy tourism because at least, 10% of whatever we're spending on our trip goes to um, a nonprofit that we support in a particular country. And so that's what we did there. But I know I'm losing my voice, been talking all the time. But what I wanted to share with you, because I call it the Flutterverse, and we're all going to dress up as butterflies, and we're all going to do this, and we're all going to do that. But the truth is, fundamentally, it's about gaining inner peace through finding our own truth. And because you can't really have peace unless you have you know who you are inside of yourself. Like world peace starts with individual peace. And when I went to Nepal and I hiked every single day, I forgot about the rest of the world. It was like it disappeared. The only thing I thought about was, are my feet hitting the ground? What is around me? What beautiful animals there were. It was like walking into a different world where it was whatever was happening in my life. And I have to tell you, things happen in everybody's life. It's not all, sunshine and roses. Things happen and people have to deal with that. But when I was there, it was like I felt like I was so blessed and I knew everything was going to be okay. I was I was being held in the hands of God. And that is the only way to describe that experience. I came back and I was just so happy. That is the only way to describe that experience. I am grateful to Paul and Sonia, who I know will watch this, um, and and to Veronica Donaldson for trusting me enough to go across the world and to experience this. I am grateful for our guides who are fabulous. I am grateful for all the beautiful people in Nepal that just opened up their homes and their hearts to us. It was an incredible experience. And next year we're not going to go hiking. We're going to go on a touring trip to Upper Mustang, which is the place. It's a World Heritage Site where Buddhism is still practiced in its original form, and that will be our philanthropy tourism trip to Nepal. If you're interested in going, please send me a message because the each trip that I go on is different and beautiful and special, and it's because of the people that go. I can tell you that that trip in Nepal was difficult. I mean, if you actually saw what we were doing, you would say, who would want to do that? But it was transformative and beautiful. And so I encourage you all to reach out if you want to go back to Nepal with me. It's going to be in the third week in August, and we won't be hiking. We're going to be in a tour bus, and we're going to be um, visiting historic places and learning about Buddhism. And yes, I do believe there's one day of safari because there's a safari park um, on the path of our tour. So definitely get a hold of me. But I just wanted to share with the world. I might seem a little different because I came back happy and I don't know how to deal with it. Such happiness. And that's where I'm going to bring Emmanuel back because Emmanuel makes me happy. Everything about this young man is joyous and happy and fantastic. Um, oh, so now I have to talk about Jackson. So you can all sign up for the butterfly event at butterflymarch.com. So Emmanuel, I don't know if you can put that in the post in the chat, but please butterflymarch.com. It is a worldwide event. The live event is happening in Jackson Hole, Jackson, Wyoming, on June 28th. There is a VIP night for you VIP peoples. If you choose to be VIP, only you know if you're VIP. Oh, and that's on the 27th. Ukwala, who you all should look up on Facebook because he is magical. He did our retreat in December here in Jackson. And Ukwala will be doing our worldwide prayer for peace. Um, and he will be doing a fire ceremony that evening in Jackson. We are blessed to have him. Yesterday, I found out that Sir Kaya Redford will also be here. He'll be representing the LA Tribune, and he along with Jonathan Breer, who you all know from last year. Jonathan is fantastic. He was my Houston butterfly captain last year. They're going to be here, and they're going to release the butterflies before we start our butterfly count. There are requirements of the live event in Jackson. You must show up in long underwear. So, Emmanuel, let's say I was a complete stranger and I came up to you and I said, I want to invite you to a party. And you have to show up in your underwear. See, you see that reaction, people? It is very difficult to get a world record under these unusual requirements.
Yeah.
So I ask for your compassion. I ask for your help, and please pick beautiful long underwear. I myself am going in a beautiful orange, that you can't miss it, orange long underwear outfit that I will don my monarch butterfly wings on. Although I might change that to blue because the native butterfly of where of Nepal is a blue butterfly. It was beautiful. There are many butterflies there too. Um, and so that, I believe, is my update. Emmanuel, do you have anything else to share before we close out? Next week we will be talking about this book, that impact book, and I've invited a few of the authors to join us. Emmanuel will be giving yet another update from Kenya because he is all about impact. We should do like an impact Emmanuel book.
Yes.
um, and because that also happened before we got here. There are so many good things that have happened, and I just haven't had any time to share it because I've been traveling all over the world. And I'm grateful that I did that because it seems to me that everything is exactly where it needs to be. And once again, Emmanuel,
Yes.
smile for me. We're happy people. And that, Emmanuel, any last words before I close out with our
Okay.
beautiful dance?
My last words are just we are together in this journey, and I want to invite everyone to be part of us every Thursday. That is 11 a.m. MT, and that is 8 p.m. in Kenya. And I know all of us are going to write our stories at the end of the day, and
Oh yeah,
hopefully to see all of us being impacted
oh yeah.
from.
One other thing I want to share is part of what we're doing. We're inviting leadership coaches, people that are amazing in their field, to join us each week. And we're going to do some leadership because what's coming in the future, and Emmanuel is in charge of that initiative with Ben Victor, is we're rolling out our leadership courses. And we're going to do them online. And Emmanuel is going to do his thing. He's amazing. If you've ever seen him talk, he like totally transformed. I'm like, boy, he's all that. Snap. So anyway, all those things are coming up to look forward to. So join us every week at 11 a.m. I really don't know what will happen. We invite people. Sometimes they come in, sometimes they don't. But it's always fun. And I invite you all to join us on June 28th for the Flutterverse, for the Grand Butterfly Gathering, wherever you are in the world. Stand up for a transformed world filled with love, community, and peace. All right, that's all I got. Peace out.